I'm Kate, and today we're going to focus on back mobility and stretching the hamstrings and the hip flexors and a few other things that will help with your front splits or your arabesque, for example. As always, if you are unwell, if you're feeling unwell or if you're injured, then I would recommend that you, either that you sit this one out, maybe watch some previous stretches and see if you think it's the right level for you. Otherwise, just take it really easy. And of course, this goes for anybody. If anything hurts, stop immediately. This should all be very gentle, okay? So let's get started. We're going to begin with a warm-up. So feet together in parallel, hip width apart. And just take a moment to find your posture. So putting up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. Deep breath, feel the rib cage expand, and exhale. We're going to bend the knees and circle the shoulders backwards 4 times. Bend the knees, circle the shoulders forwards. And then we're going to do 2 circles with your right arm, 2 circles with your left arm. Off we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out, and we're going the other way. Let's do 8. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just 2 with this arm. Nice and big. 1, feel the twist. And 2. And the left arm. 1, and 2. Good. Bending the knees. We're going to open out the arms. You can open the feet a bit wider. And we're going to swing the arms and twist 8 times. And I'll count properly. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is all just waking up the arms and the back. And now we're going to add in the legs and the hips. So we're going to lunge and bring the opposite arm across. And we're going to do this 8 times, getting lower and lower with each one. Okay, so off we go. Reaching 1, feel the twist. Lunge towards, shift the weight across. 2, and 3, and 4, 5, get a bit lower, 6, and 8. Good job. We're just going to do a little calf stretch here. So bend the front knee, stretch the back leg, press the floor, and press the heel into the floor, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's swap legs. Hips nice and lifted, so we're not pushing forwards here. Stay tall. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet together, hip width apart, and we're going to breathe in. Look at the ceiling, breathe out, drop the chin into the chest, bend the knees, and we're going to roll down gently. We're going to start by pushing up into a pyramid stretch or a downward dog. So lengthen through the spine, open the feet nice and wide. Don't worry if the heels aren't touching the floor, that's fine, just keep driving those heels down. Then hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet into the middle, and we're going to pedal them for another calf stretch. So one heel is up, one heel is into the ground. And switch. And again, swap the feet over. And again. One more on each side. Heel into the floor, keep the neck nice and long. And last one. Good. Go onto your knees and we're going to wake up the back with a cat-cow. So Make sure your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Your neck is nice and long. We're going to breathe in. Tuck the chin into your chest and arch the spine. This should feel nice at the top of the back. And then exhale. Drop the hips down to the floor and lift the chin up. We're going to do 4 of these. Ready? Breathing in. 1. And exhale. And 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. And last one. Good. We're now going to do circles. So you're going to bring your shoulder to your hip. Drop the forehead down. Arch the back. Other shoulder to the other hip. And we're going to reach up. We're going to do 4 of these circles. Let's start by going around to the right. Here we go. So 1. And arch. 2. And arch. 3. Arch. And last one. We're going to go around the other way now, so to the left. Drop the foot. This should feel really nice on the spine. This is just waking up the back, creating a bit of mobility before we push our flexibility. And this is the last one. You should feel your abs engage as we arch. Good. We're now going to do an upper back stretch. So bring one hand underneath, drop the shoulder all the way down to the floor and stretch here. You can also add the leg if you want. So this is just going to give you an extra stretch going through the leg. That's optional. Come back up. And let's repeat on the other side. Thread the arm through. Drop the shoulder down. Good. And come back up. Lying on your front, we're going to work just on the back now. So let's start with the forearms flat on the floor, neck nice and long. You can have the legs slightly open here. If you have them squeezed together, that's going to be more of a challenge. So let's start with something easier on the back. So breathe in, breathe out. Lift the ribcage off the floor, keep the neck long. So we're not here. Keep the neck really lengthened and lower down. 3 more of these. Breathe in, breathe out. So not only are we stretching the back ever so slightly, but we're also strengthening. You'll feel the muscles engage here. 2 more times. Breathe in, breathe out. And last one. Breathe in, breathe out. And drop down. Bring my hands further back. We're now going to push all the way up. Nose to the ceiling. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower back down. I'm going to do 2 more of these. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push up. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And for the last one, you don't have to, but if you do want an extra challenge, squeeze the feet together and try and push up to the same spot. Breathe in. Breathe out. You'll notice it's much harder. And relax. We're now going to, so if you want, you can rest, you can push back into child's pose, you can repeat what we just did, or you can try this stretch where you're going to hold onto your foot so your palm is facing down. So don't twist the arm here. Stretch it out, keep the palm down, and find your toes. The other hand is going to push up. And you're going to hold onto your foot as you stretch back. And you should feel a nice stretch through the chest and arm here as well. And lower that down. And let's do the other one. So palm facing down, find your foot. And push up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's push back onto the heels. And join those who are in camel pose. We're going to stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands over to the side. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And over to the other side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going to push up into our downward dog again. This time we're going to add a leg extension. So find that downward dog position. Driving the heels into the floor. Bring one foot into the middle. And stretch the other leg up to the ceiling. Don't worry about height. If you're like me, probably were in bed not so long ago, so be gentle on the body. Good. And now bend the knee, and we're going to open it out to the side and take the knee across. So you'll notice my hip is really open here. Drop the hip down to the floor and shoot it back behind you. Good. And lower back down. Same on the other leg. So we're going to lift all the way up. Feel that gentle stretch through the hamstrings. Bend the knee. Take the knee out to the side. Open out the knee and bring it across. Don't fall over here. Find your balance. Good. Then drop that hip down. And stretch the leg out behind you. Good. We're going to go onto our backs now. And focus on the hips. Make sure you've got space either side of you. So we're going to drop the legs to the sides. So start by lying on your back and hug your legs into your chest. We're going to hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can either extend one leg and drop. Let's choose the right knee first, right knee down to the floor. Or for a slightly more intense back twist, you can cross the legs and have right knee on the top and drop them both down onto the floor. You choose whatever you feel your back needs this morning. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Let's swap over. Or if you were doing the retire one, you'd be here. And drop down to the other side. Reaching in a position. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring them back into the center. Find your feet, and you're just going to pull very gently towards you. Do not force this one. Go easy. And relax, let's swap. Find your feet and pull towards you. So you should feel this stretch going down the side of the leg into the glutes. Excellent. Now from here, you're going to extend one leg up to the ceiling, fold one leg over the top, pass the hands through the middle, so they're going to hold around at the back of the leg that's extended. And then you're going to bend that knee and pull both legs into your chest. Holding for 8, 7, 6. This is a glute stretch, but it's also a gentle hip opener. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's swap. So now it's going to be the other leg that crosses over the top. Hands go, one goes through the middle, one goes around the outside. And bend that knee of the extended leg and pull into your chest. Holding 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're now going to hug just one knee into the chest. We're going to move on to some hamstring stretches. So this is going to help with your extensions to the front. Some might be your adage or grand battement to the front. It could also be your grand jetés or even your front splits. So stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Do not worry about the height. Try to keep the knees stretched and hold on to the leg if possible. We're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the leg down. And now this one. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more on each side. Holding for 10, 9, 8, and you can hold on to this hip if you like, just to make sure you're not twisting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do something slightly different now. We're going to go back into that retiro. Drop the knee down to the side. From here, you're going to let the knees slide out, roll onto your front, push up, lower back down, thread the arm through. So we're now reversing the movement, and we're lying back down on our back. Let's repeat everything with the other leg. So extend up to the ceiling, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into retiro. Drop the knee across the body. Let the knees slide out. Push up. And lower back down. Reverse that movement. Thread the arm through. And relax. Give both knees a hug. You can skip this one if you like, or if you do have any neck issues, I would advise you skip this one. We're going to pancake the legs backwards. I'll demonstrate and you can decide whether you want to join in. So we're going to lift the legs up and over the head, and we're going to stretch here. Now there is an option to just bend the knees and hold the hips, and so you could have the knees at any height here. So you've just got the hips in your hands, and you can stay here if that's enough of a stretch for you. Otherwise you can extend the legs, or a nice way to ease yourself into it is to alternate legs. So you'll feel the stretch around here where your hands are. You might also feel a stretch around the neck and shoulders. As you feel everything start to loosen up, you can try both legs down to the floor. And then we're going to roll all the way back down nice and gently, vertebra by vertebra. Excellent. Keep the legs up facing the ceiling. If you want, you can flex the feet, otherwise keep them relaxed. And we're going to try and reach the fingers to the toes. Good job, and relax. Lovely, we're going to sit up. And we're going to go into our lunge sequence. So, starting with one leg in front. With this lunge sequence, do feel free to hold on to something, because there's no point in you sacrificing your alignment or tensing in any way if you think that you're losing your balance. So hold on to something to steady yourself, and then you can really focus on the legs. We're going to extend the front leg just a little bit, and this is because when we push forwards, we want the knee to be in line with the heel. I'm going to keep a nice tall back. You can put hands on your knees if you like, and if you want, you can add a little back bend. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back up. We're going to do the same. We're going to tuck the pelvis and then push forward just slightly, and you'll feel a deeper hip flexor stretch here. Stretching the hip flexor is really important for your front splits or things like your grand jeté or your arabesques, because it allows the back leg to lift higher. Relax. We're going to do our runner's stretch, so feel free to flex the foot so you can keep it relaxed if you prefer. Lengthen through the spine and reach the fingers down to the floor so your leg is in the middle. Again, if you're not quite touching the floor, hold on to something to steady yourself. Sit back up, and we're now going to do a lunge in a turned out position. So we're going to open out this knee, bring the hands together so the foot's no longer in the middle, it's out to the side. And then you're going to turn out the back leg here too. Or you can also go on demi-point if you prefer. We're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring everything into parallel. Bring that foot back into the middle. And we're going to stay on demi-point here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee down to the floor. We're going to do a quad stretch here. I'll just warn you, it is quite intense, so give it a try. We're going to pick the foot up until you feel a stretch going through the quads. If this is uncomfortable on your knee, you can put a towel underneath. And if you feel like you can go for an even deeper stretch, you can hold onto your foot. But first thing in the morning, that might be a lot. And relax. Let's now swap over legs and we'll do everything on the other side. So, extending out the front leg a little bit, pushing forwards so the knee is in line with the heel, and optional back bend. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting back up. Hip flexor, stretch, tuck, and push. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch out the front leg. Optional flex, this one's for the hamstrings, nice long back. Reach the fingers down to the floor, the leg is in the middle. And relax here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up. We're going to turn out the legs, so open up this knee, hands over to one side. And then you can either turn out the back leg or go onto a demi-point, whatever you prefer. Nice long neck. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot into the middle, find that demi-point. We're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee down to the floor. This is optional because it is intense. Pick up the back foot for a quad stretch and reach round to find your foot if that's not deep enough for you. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. From here, we're now going to go into a stag stretch. So in your stag stretch, I'll demonstrate with the other leg first. You can see a bit better. With the stag stretch, we're going to try and stretch out the back leg. And to begin with, you'll notice that the foot naturally wants to pull in, so where it's most comfortable. And over time, as you gain mobility in the hips, you're going to try and open this foot out to a right angle. Then you can choose to either keep the back nice and straight, or if you want to go more gently on the spine, you can bring the hands forward and prop yourself up here. We're trying to keep the hips square here, so trying to not let them open out. So do imagine that you're in your front splits. We're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the legs together, hug the knees for a bit. You can rock back, which usually feels quite nice. And let's swap legs. So focus on the back leg to begin with, check it's nice and straight. And then you can walk this front leg forwards. Don't force any of this. I'll keep saying it. This is all just a gentle morning stretch. So holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the knees together. And rock back. Good. We're now going to jump up into a parallel fourth. So you're going to bring one foot forwards, or have one foot backwards, and try and press that heel down into the floor. Again, if you're not touching the floor, hold on to something and reach the fingers down, keeping the neck nice and long. But you're looking for stretched knees and square hips, meaning the hip bones are facing forwards and not opening out. Holding for a little bit longer. Good. Dropping the back knee down, we're now going to push into our front splits. So stretch out the front leg, stretch out the back leg, and hold yourself up. If you're not all the way down yet, use your arms and hold. If you are all the way down, focus on your alignment. Make sure this hip isn't opening out, and test your balance. Do check in with the back knee, make sure it's not relaxed, and it's stretching nice and long. Just going to hold here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come off the arms. You can give the wrists a little shake if you've been holding yourself up. And we'll repeat everything on the other side, so starting with our parallel fourth. Keep the neck nice and long, holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee down and slide out the front foot, slide out the back foot. Hold yourself. Or lower down, check your alignment and balance. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Hug those knees and work back. Great, that was a lot for the hips and the back. We're just going to finish off with something nice and gentle, so facing the front. Soles of the feet together for our butterfly stretch, holding onto the toes, breathing in, lift the chin, breathing out, forehead down to the toes. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing one arm up, stretching to the side, and curve forwards. And the other arm up. Breathe in, stretch to the side, and curve forwards. Let's bring the right leg over the top. Don't worry if the foot isn't completely behind the knee, it can be in front of the knee. Just make sure you're high up on the sit bones with a nice long back. So if you have your right leg in front, you're going to bring the left arm up, and then that left arm is going to go behind your right knee, and we twist. Good. leg is going to go behind the knee or in front, so that's where you are comfortable. Sit bones down into the floor. Right arm comes up, goes behind the knee, and twist. Back to butterfly stretch, and we're going to tuck in the chin and rock backwards. Sit up tall. One more of those, exhale, rock backwards. And sit back up. Going onto your knees, we're going to sit on our toes for a little demi-plank stretch. And feel free to go for an arm stretch here too. So one arm goes up, the fingers reach to the spine, and the other arm goes down, and the fingers reach together in the middle. And swap the arms, nice circle. Don't worry if the fingers aren't touching. Don't let the neck, don't let the arm push down on the neck. Try and keep the neck long. Good. Hands onto the floor. Walking back onto the feet, tucking the chin. And we're going to keep the knees bent as we roll up. So heels down, knees are bent, chin is tucked into the chest. Rolling up gently. Good job. And that concludes our stretch for today. I hope you enjoyed it and you're feeling all stretched and refreshed and ready for the day. And if you do have a ballet class today, good luck. I hope this stretch helps you in your class. As always, if you're a My Ballet Coach member and you have any requests, do let me know and I'll try and include them into the class. I will, unfortunately, this class, we won't have it, well, it won't be live next week because I'm going away on tour for a little bit, but I will pre-record it, and then I'll provide a link for My Ballet Coach members so that you can join in at the usual time if you want to, or if you prefer, it will be pre-recorded so you can watch it whenever suits. But apart from next week, I'll see you at Tuesday at 9. Thanks for joining. Bye.